Hi guys, good morning. Talking about the different types of nuclear bombs, so the atomic bomb and the hydrogen bomb, really just kind of what is involved. It takes place inside of those when they are being used or when the reactions and stuff occur within them. So starting with the hydrogen bomb, it's a thermonuclear fusion reaction, so it's very quick. Explosive that occurs actually inside of the bomb. There's some key elements that are needed to make this happen: deuterium, tritium, and also lithium hydride. So those are some of the primary elements there. Lots of hydrogens there, and then to actually get these to ignite, there needs to be a detonator or a separate explosion. So it's a smaller explosion. So from the diagram that I was learning from, at least it was in the head of the bomb or the point of it, and so that takes place. It then releases basically rays in heat, which then causes compression of the secondary fuel. The secondary fuel has a spark plug to kind of help with the igniting factor, and then there's also the actual fuel, the secondary fuel, which will then ignite. So that's the gist of the hydrogen bomb. Next would be the atomic bomb. So this occurs through the fission of heavy nuclei. The primary substance used in this is uranium-235. It's a nuclear decay reaction, and it releases a lot of energy very quickly. So it's implosive, so there's uranium within the bomb, and then there's and if it's contained, then there's an explosive on the outside. So that initial kind of the start of it, the initial explosion starts. It compresses then the uranium to a critical mass of about 4 or 5, which then because of that kind of starts the reaction. And then when that critical mass is reached, the nuclear explosion occurs. So those are really the differences of the hydrogen bomb and the atomic bomb. The couple of the similarities would just be that they are both categorized as nuclear weapons, and then they both obviously just have a lot of potential for destruction. So if they do go off, there's a shock wave that occurs that can be destructive, and then light radiation, and then also radiation itself. So the first two obviously would be seen, the radiation would be unseen. So the different types of the radiation would be alpha to start. So this would be the lesser of the three. If someone just had clothing on or their skin was not exposed, they probably would be well protected from this type of radiation. The second is beta, so that's kind of a little bit of an increase. So there can be a pretty good amount of harm to a person from this. So it could cause radiation burns, cataracts, those types of things. The last type of radiation would be gamma, so this would be the highest. So you'd actually need a very large amount of lead to protect. So the lead is very high density, and so the radiation wouldn't be able to penetrate it. So when the radiation hits it, the energy would be dispersed, and then the damaging effect from the rays would be decreased as that energy is dispersed and decreased. The other thing would be a large amount of concrete or concrete barrier. So the ill effects from these would be radiation sickness, cancer, and also even gene mutations in the body, so pretty severe. So I hope that this was a good kind of summary of these topics. Again, the hydrogen bomb, the atomic bomb, their differences, their similarities, and then also the different types of radiation and harmful effects that occur from these type of nuclear weapons. Thanks.